Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn about a DFA to accept strings of zeros and ones having certain rules, okay, which means there are two rules in this problem. First is starting with 0, right? Starting with 0. So the problem is DFA to accept zeros and ones beginning with 0 followed by odd number of ones and ending with 2, which means it should start with 0 and then it should have odd number of ones, right? Odd number of ones, which means at least one should be there, right? And then we have ending with 2. Look here, followed by is applied for odd number of ones and ending with 2 also, okay? And it should end with 2. So to be clear, so let's represent this one, okay? So here it should start with 0 and followed by, which means next to this we should have odd number of ones, which means we can have 1 1 or we can have 3 1 or we can have 5 1, okay? So 1 is also okay. If I write this one, this is not okay because it is even number of 1, right? So 3 1 is also okay, 4 is not okay, we can have 5 number of 1 and ending with 2 followed by odd number of ones and ending with 2, which means I can have it like this. 0 will be starting, 2 will be ending, in the middle we should have odd number of 1 only. So this is how we should solve, like by dividing all the terms that we have and then we have to continue solving, okay? So now let's begin by writing the transition diagram. So to here begin with we have to write alphabet set first, right? So we are representing alphabet with this symbol. So what are all the alphabets we can use? 0 and 1. So the alphabets are 0 and 1. And then what are all the languages we can write? So we have already seen about the rules, right? So according to the rules we have to write the languages. It should begin with 0 and it can have odd number of 1 and it should end with 2 only. This is one case. And beginning with 0, same thing, odd number of 1 and ending with 2. And beginning with 0, odd number of 1 and ending with 2. This one continues. So this is how we represent languages. Now look here, we have 0, 1 and 2, right, which means 3 characters. We have to represent 3 characters with the help of states, right? So the states are Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, which means if we have 3 characters, we have to take 4 states, right? This is basic thing. So if there is 3 characters, we have to represent it with the 4 states, and here there is one more state, I will explain it later. So here at first write the states Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. So simple thing is Q0 on 0. Let's solve for this one. Q0 on 0 moving to Q1, Q1 on 1 moving to Q2, Q2 on 2 moving to Q3. This is simple thing. Now I should have 0, 1, 2 as input symbol for Q0, 0, 1, 2 as for this one and this one. So thing is it should start with 0 only. So what to do if I get 1 or 2? So look here, I just write the things all possible ways, okay? So if I write 1, 2 like this, so our string is accepting 1, 0, 1, 2 like that, right? Or 2, 0, 1, 2. But this one should not get accepted. So I can't write self loop. Now, if I write here 0, 1, 2, it is also same thing, right? 1, 1, 2. will be there because Q0 on 1 moving to Q1, Q1 on 1 moving to Q2. This is also not possible. So I can't write here also. So the only thing that is possible is adding one more state, that is a dead state, which means if I get 1 or 2 in the beginning instead of 0, it should move to dead state. Okay, so if I get in Q0 state, if I get 1 or 2 in Q0, it will move to dead state. And then in Q1, I have 0. In case I have 1, it is moving to Q2. So what to do if I get 0 or 2? So here also I can't have 0, 0, 1, 2, right? Or 0, 1, 1, 2, correct? Or 0, 2, 1, 2, like that. So here also I can't represent it with the help of 0 or 2. So here also on 0, 2, it is moving to dead state. And here the next case is, so 0, 1, if I get 0 or 2 or 1 or 2, it is moving to dead state. Now here, look here, I have 0, 1, 2, it's correct. Now I have one doubt, that if I have the problem like this, 0, 1, 1, 2, it should get accepted, right? Because odd number of ones. But here in this case, 0, 1. What to do if I get 1 here? So look here, simple thing is I have to move from here to here. Why? Because now just solve for this one. Q0 on 0 moving to Q1. Q1 on 1 moving to Q2. Q2 on 1 moving to Q1. 2 ones are done. So just represent it as Q1 is the state which represent even number of 1 and Q2 is the state which represent odd number of 1. So simple thing is 1 moving to Q2, odd number. Again 1 moving to Q1 because it is even number. Again 1 moving to Q2 because it is odd number. Again 1 moving to Q1 because even number, like this. Okay. So this is done. Now if I get 0 here, I am moving to QD because this is a dead state. Now in the Q3 state, if I get anything, which means I already got 0, 1, 2, right? At the end I shouldn't get anything. It should end with 2 only. So if I get 0, 1, 2, anything here, it will be moving to dead state. So this is how we represent transition diagram. I hope you understand this one. So let us take some of the examples and solve this. Okay. Okay, now let us trace the first example. So the first example is simple, 0, 1, 2. So Q0 on 0 moving to Q1, done. Q1 on 1, Q1 on 1 moving to Q2 and Q2 on 2 moving to Q3. So this is the accepting state. So this string get accepted. Now 0, 2. So this one shouldn't get accepted, right? Because in the middle I don't have odd number of 1. So Q0 on 0 moving to Q0 on 0 moving to Q1 and Q1 on 2 moving to dead state. So this one will not get accepted. Okay. Now we have 0, 4 number of 1 and 2. So let's check this one. Q0 on 0 moving to Q1 and then Q1 on 1 moving to Q2 and Q2 on 1 moving back to Q1 and Q1 on 1 moving to Q2 again and Q2 on one more 1 moving to Q1 and then here Q1 on 2 moving to dead state. So this one is also not getting accepted because we have even number of ones here and we have 1, 0, 0, 2. So this is simple. At starting only I shouldn't get 1, so it is moving to dead state. Okay, so here you can represent like this also. Here if I get 0, 1, 2, after moving to dead state there will be no changes. Okay, so this one is also not getting accepted. So same thing here, also starting with 1, so it is moving to dead state. So this one is also not getting accepted. So now we have 0, 1, 1, 2. So this one is also not getting accepted because here it is even number of 1, right? So solve this. This is an assignment for you and let me know if our transition diagram is proper or not. Okay. So now let us write the transition table. So to write the transition table, we have to check transition diagram, right? So Q0 on 0 moving to Q1. So write state Q1 here and Q0 on 1 and 2 moving to dead state. So Q0 on 1 is also moving to dead state and Q0 on 2 is also moving to dead state. And then Q1 on 0 moving to dead state and 0, 2 on both moving to dead state. 0 and 2 on both moving to dead state, and Q0 on 1 moving to Q2, Q0 on 1 moving to Q2, and then we have Q2, Q2 on 0, Q2 on 0 moving to dead state, and Q2 on 1 moving to Q1, and Q2 on 2 moving to Q3. And Q3 on 0, 1, 2, 3 things it is moving to dead state. So QD, QD, QD. So this is how we represent transition diagram and transition table. So this is the solution for the problem, that is beginning with 0, having odd number of 1 and ending with 2. I hope you understand this concept. So if you did, so please share, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.